Hey, in this video, guys, I want to be talking about kind of stopping procrastination and also, a way that you probably didn't know, but kind of the way to fix your procrastination and that you don't get the things done throughout the day that you want. So the thing is that you're probably like, some days you're not getting the things you wanted to do done. You end up scrolling on social media, you end up watching a YouTube video, or you end up going out with friends, or like seeing friends and stuff like that. You end up doing things that you shouldn't do because you kind of don't really want to do them, because there's a lot of things that's more fun right now. For example, if you feel like, if you're sitting and you're trying to do the thing you need to do, and you suddenly feel like, oh, this is overwhelming, and you're feeling stressed, then you kind of want to get out of it by putting on some music or opening up Instagram and scrolling like that. I have been there. This is only speaking of what I have been doing, and I'm still doing this sometimes, right? And this is because we want to feel more dopamine, and we want to, get out of this uncomfortable thing in our brains. But I'm gonna tell you that you can train yourself to not feel uncomfortable about being in these situations that's boring. And I can tell you that you can also train yourself to not want to escape them. Just sit and be in it and reframe your mind to how you can keep doing what is boring. Yeah, so you don't try to escape it by listening to music, scrolling on social media. And I'll give you like some tips to train yourself to this. And yesterday's video, I talked about waking up and what to do and what not to do. You can go watch that video. That's a great way to start the day. After that, you should get into doing what you should do for the day, right? And this is honestly just about staying focused, staying present, and yeah, with that, boredom kind of, it doesn't disappear, but you kind of get used to it and you feel like it's okay. What you should cut out, it's more about what you should cut out, because when you cut these things out, you become more accepting to things being boring. Like, it's okay that everything is not fun all the time, because this is what it's about. It's because you cannot do something that's a little bit harder than anything else you do, because you still always have that thing in your mind, oh, I can just go watch some Netflix when I feel stressed, or I can just pull out my phone and start scrolling. You need to not do that. You need to avoid all of these cheap dopamines. You need to resist. You need to not go to this, because this is overstimulating yourself. And when you're overstimulating yourself, you have these activities in your mind. And then when you have to sit down and work or sit down and do something important, you can't focus, because after 5 minutes, when you need to focus and you need to, do the task, you can't, because your brain is fucked up from being overstimulated by social media, YouTube, or Netflix. So the key to focus better, is to cut out these things throughout the day. You can do them when you're finished working in the evening. You can watch a movie, you can watch YouTube, you can check social media after you have finished your workday, or the time that you are completing your tasks for the day. So that is basically the thing, to not go into doing overstimulating activities. You probably know them. It could also be eating some candy or something like that, or like just something that you are craving, that's unhealthy. That could also be overstimulating. But yeah, it's about avoiding the overstimulation. And when you have been doing that for like a couple of days, a week maybe, it's a completely different thing. You have way better focus, and you're able to sit and do the things you need to do and work as well. So that is what it's about. Cut out the overstimulating things. And another tip to how you can, because you're gonna feel the urges to stop working or stop the task that you're doing, to go do something stimulating instead, more stimulating I should say. Instead of going for the overstimulating things like social media, YouTube, Netflix, you should go for a walk, or you should meditate. That's a very good thing, because that will keep you present. And just realize that here's another Miyagi quote. Actually, I did a Mr. Miyagi quote in one of my previous videos. Here comes another one. Mr. Miyagi said, when everything is cluttering, or everything is unclear, and everything is all over the place, always return to the breath, because that is the first thing we learn as humans. That's the most basal thing there is to do. So when you feel like you don't have control, or you feel like you're about to have this urge and go watch YouTube or social media or something like that, return to the breath and sit down and meditate, as I just said before. That's why meditation is so good, because you return to the breath and you go back to the basics and you start over, kind of. So that's what you can do when you have the urges of avoiding the work, or when you have the urges of you don't want to sit and focus, and you want to do something that's stimulating you. Do something that's not stimulating so much, like meditating, like going for a walk, stuff like that. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks.